Houston, we got a problem. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, growing in Zone 6B. If you are here for the first time, welcome for the first time. Y'all, we got a little situation going on here. And, you know, it comes along with gardening. But I'm going to tell y'all how to get it right and resolve it. Because this ain't what we doing in June. So last year, I had a tremendous problem with animals. Apparently, I'm having an animal problem this year. I do live in the city. And so I came out to check the garden this morning like I normally do. Doing my thing. And let me show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what happened. And then I'm going to show y'all what I think is going on here. So, in my last video, I showed y'all how these potatoes got dug into. Well, apparently, they got dug into again by some kind of animal. Even after with the netting, they got dug into. And so, you know, we got a situation here. We got a situation. This here, they didn't care anything about this netting. So, whatever this animal is, and I'm going to tell y'all what I think. Wasting my good soul. I'm going to tell y'all what I think. And then I'm going to tell y'all how I'm going to try and resolve this issue. Because this is wreaking havoc on my potatoes. I mean, shoot. Am I even going to get any potatoes at this rate? I'm trying to tell you. So, look how this has gotten eaten. Something is after these potatoes, eating these potato plants. I mean, look at this here. They are biting these potatoes. This is ruined. I won't be able to plant these. I do have some backup potatoes that I can plant, but I'm gonna have to take these plants out of here. These ones are fine, except for this one right here needs to be replanted. It's got a little bite in it, but it should be okay. And then this is my sweet potato bed. So it could be, and there's some potatoes down there that are exposed as well. So, and over here, if I come over here, y'all, let's see this too. These are my onions. These onions are resilient. I tucked in this little watermelon right here. But it can be, oh, sorry, put the camera on it. It can be moved. But these onions here, this one, all of these onions, I'm going to move them. I'm going to move them. Right here. This is some seeds I'm saving. I'm going to still get my seeds from them greens. But, you know, all of this stuff, since it's like dug out like this, I'm just going to move it. And go ahead and replant. And then if I circle around here, y'all can see, look at these holes. Holes like that. Holes. There's some holes. Holes in here. And to be perfectly honest, up there, and over here, and over here. Now, I think, oh, and my poor little carrots are a done deal. Forming so nicely, and they done messed around and took my carrots. Some of them might be all right. I gotta see, but some of them are completely uprooted. So I may go ahead and just pull them. I might just go ahead and pull them. They're not ready yet, but some of them are looking nice. So not all of them. They kind of small. They could have went longer, but when stuff like this happens, I just, I'll be like, okay, well, let me just start over. I'm planning on planting a big crop of carrots in the fall anyway, so let's just pull these. They actually don't look bad either. Darn it. And so, what do I think it is? I think maybe it might be a skunk. And the reason I say that is because all of this that's happening is happening at night. It's not happening during the day. I'm out here most of the day during the day. So I know this isn't happening during the day. So since this is happening at night, my guess is that it's a skunk. Now, what I've been doing, and look, they didn't even eat this stuff. Which I guess I should be grateful for. But just a lot of digging. That's why I say a skunk. Because if this was a raccoon, maybe they would have, I'm guessing maybe they would have ate it. Look at my good soil though. No pooping. That's why I say maybe not a rat. Because there hasn't been any rat feces. Just the digging. And the skunks might be looking for grubs, which as you can see, there go one right there. Right there. So, matter of fact, let's not cover him up. Where'd he go? Let's get him out of there. So, what am I going to do about it? It's the real question, right? Well, I'm going to show y'all how to set this animal trap. Now, I set an animal trap a couple of weeks ago. And when I'm trying not to fall because I put this netting on the ground, we got to take care of this problem. So, what am I going to do? Getting ready to show y'all right now. I have an animal trap. Let me see if I can get it out. Y'all bear with me. My yard still ain't clean. And here it is. So this is my animal trap. It is a medium-sized cage. I lost the stick that holds this in, but I think I'm just gonna zip tie it, and then I'm gonna go get me a metal rod and stick in the hole. So hang on, y'all. Got some zip ties right here. So how do you do this? Let me get my tripod. Okay, so this is my animal trap. And let me show y'all how to set it. And, you know, you would think that this would be very simple. And for the most part it is. But if you haven't done it before, then you haven't done it before. And so I hadn't done it before. And so, oh, not these zip ties. Them things flimsy. Y'all hold on a second. Okay, so I got these thicker cable ties. Since I lost my metal rod, I'm gonna go ahead and do this like this, if I can. I do have, no, what is it? I do have cable ties on the bottom of this cage because one of the brackets broke, and so this is what I'm gonna do. This holds up to like 50 pounds. I'm not gonna tie it all the way because I need to be able to fit like when you release an animal, I'm gonna need to be able to get in here and like cut this like this so that I am safe and I don't get bitten. For the most part, I have trapped two kind of animals in this cage, and when I say it happens quickly, it happens quickly. I have trapped a skunk last season, and I have trapped a mama groundhog. Now her baby was there, and she was a little feisty at first, but I'll share with you guys what I did. So, but first let me show y'all how you do this. So this trap, there is a lever here that you lift up on. This door pushes in like this, and this lifts up like this. What this lift is this little metal piece right here. Can y'all see that? Nah, y'all can't see that. Let me get a little closer so y'all can see. So there is a metal piece. You see this spring? You see this little piece right here? This holds this trap, which connects to that trap part in the back. So once an animal steps on that raised metal plate, this door right here will close. Now, trapping animals is not for the faint at heart, y'all. I am afraid every time I do it. It is a healthy fear, but I don't want animals in my yard, so I do what I got to do. A few things that, I've learned and that I've researched that has worked well for me is, oh man, y'all got some okra seeds in my pocket and they falling all on the inside of my pocket. But anyway, a few things that has worked well for me is I always wear gloves. You need to wear some thick, sturdy gloves so that you don't get bit. I always put some kind of sheet, blanket, something over the top of this cage. I find it keeps the animals calm, and from what I read, it keeps the animal from jumping around. So you want your animal calm. You don't want it fighting when you try to release it. If it is fighting, when you get to your destination, you just want to let it sit for a minute until it's not fighting you, because you don't want to release an animal and then that animal is trying to come after you. So you carry here like this with a glove with the lid on it, and you gently move the animal and place it in the back of your truck, preferably vehicle, whatever you have. I wouldn't put it on my back seat, y'all. I wouldn't do that. You need to put the food behind this lever. You really do. What I find is what works best for a bait is any kind of fruit or vegetable with peanut butter on it seems to work really, really well. And so that's what I normally use. Oh, let me tilt this tripod back up so y'all can see me. Give me 1 second. So that's what I normally use. And I go ahead and remove the vehicle and take them at least 5 miles away from my home. So that's how I'm going to do it. There's also, oh, one other thing is, this is supposed to come with the metal rod. The piece that I lost fits through this slot here. So I'm gonna go to like Home Depot. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to like Home Depot and get a metal rod to slide here and here, something with a hook on it, so that I can reinforce this cage when I am trapping an animal. Okay, y'all, that's gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna trap my animal. It's got to be done. Now you can check with your city ordinance. Some cities have a animal control where they will come and set a trap for you, and they will come and pick the animal up. My city does have that, but they have a wait list that's pretty long, and they only come once, and if they don't get the animal, then you at the bottom of the wait list again. Well, by that time, my animals will be, these animals in this yard will be done ate everything here or destroyed everything here, and I just can't afford to take that risk, so I'm gonna do it myself. My city ordinance also says if I trap an animal, it is my responsibility to dispose of that animal. So what that means is, if I trap an animal, I either have to humanely dispose of it or inhumanely dispose of it. You know, I don't argue either way. I don't have a preference. This is a trap and release cage. It is a humane cage. You know, you use whatever method it works for you. Like I said, I don't judge what people do in their yards, and I don't have a preference, you know, regardless. So this is the choice that I'm making to do, to try and save my garden, try to get things moving, because sometimes you do have to intervene. I do use cayenne pepper as well, spray, and I use peppermint spray, which I did actually last night, which is kind of crazy, because with the groundhogs, if I use cayenne pepper and the squirrels, they will not, they won't mess with my vegetables. But if it's a raccoon, if it's a skunk, they don't seem, mostly the nocturnal animals don't seem to care anything about that. So I'm gonna set this trap. I also have a smaller trap. I'm gonna set that trap as well. And yeah, you know, we're gonna see what happens. If I catch anything, y'all will see that video as well. I think I made a short last year or last season, or some kind of video on animal trapping as well, to show the skunk that I trapped. I did not get sprayed. I mean, sometimes you might, but for the most part, trapping animals, if you do it carefully, can be okay. So do what you feel comfortable with. I wanted to share with you guys one method outside of just covering things up that you can use as a preventative measure to try and keep your garden, I'm going to say, somewhat animal free. You're not going to get rid of every animal. I believe that the animals in my yard are contributed to the trees that they cut down at the Metro Park a few years ago. The first season, I didn't have any issues with animals. By the second season, it was a problem. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna get out here and do some garden maintenance. I like to do that in the morning. It's like before 7 o'clock. But since my day gets busy, I'll go ahead and get it done. All right, y'all, take care. Y'all, if y'all having animal issues, don't get discouraged. Go ahead and look for some methods that works for you, and you keep right on planting. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Talk to you later, and bye for now.